We'll be discussing about the development of sporangium in case of Marsilia. Sporangial development is of leptosporangiate type. Leptosporangiate in the sense here in the development only single cells are involved. When a group of cells will be involved, it will be eusporangiate type. But sporangial development in Marsilia is leptosporangiate type. Now the development of both this micro as well as megasporangia, that is micro as well as megasporangia, is almost same. Now where they are going to be developed, these mega as well as microsporangia, they are present on the receptacle. This is the receptacle. At the top of the receptacle we have mega, at the lateral side of the receptacle we have micro. So the initial cell of the micro as well as megasporangia are formed at the sideways, that is for micro at the sideways, for mega at the tip. So the initial cell for megasporangium and microsporangium are formed at the top and at the sides of the receptacle respectively. Now the initial cells are going to divide. If we are going to consider this as an initial cell, this is going to divide periclinally, leading to formation of two cells, outer cell and the inner cell. Inner cell does not take part in further development. Now we are left with only the outer cell. This outer cell is going to undergo three successive diagonal division, leading to formation of a structure somewhat like this. So this is the outer cell. This outer cell has gone three successive diagonal division, leading to formation of the four cells with the topmost apical cell. These three, this is called as an apical cell. Topmost cell at the tip is called as apical cell, whereas these rest three cells are called as cutting phases. Now these cutting phases are going to form base of the sporangium. So what we are left with this apical cell. Now this apical cell will undergo a arched periclinal division, leading to formation of the two cell. The outer cell is called as Jacquet initial cell, whereas the inner cell is called as archisporial cell. Now this Jacquet initial cell, it will undergo division, leading to formation of anticlinal division, leading to formation of a single layer outermost jacket. This initial cell, Jacquet initial cell, it will undergo further anticlinal division, leading to formation of a single layer of jacket. Whereas the archisporial cell, it will undergo periclinal division, leading to formation of what is called as innermost primary sporogenous cell and two layer of tapetal cell, outermost two layer of tapetal cell, and the innermost cell is called as primary sporogenous cell. So the primary sporogenous cell and two layer of tapetal cell are formed by the division of the archisporial cells, whereas the Jacquet initial are going to form a single layer of Jacquet outwardly. Now these primary sporogenous cell, they will divide and redivide to form spore mother cell. For about some 8 to 16 spore mother cells are formed. These spore mother cell are going to undergo reductional division or meiotic division, leading to formation of the haploid spores, which are usually 32 to 64 in number. For this development, it is going to utilize the nutrition provided by this tapetal cell. So this two-layer tapetal cell is nutritive in its function, and it is going to provide nutrition to the developing spore mother cell in order to undergo further meiotic division, leading to formation of these 32 to 64 spores. Now the spores formed in microsporangia are going to develop as microspores, whereas the spores present in a megasporangia, most of them are going to degenerate except one. So only one is going to develop as a functional megaspore, whereas in case of microspore, entire set is going to form microspores. So till the formation of the haploid spores, all the steps of development of sporangium are same. Only thing is that in case of megaspore, only one is going to be a functional megaspore, rest are going to degenerate, whereas in case of microspore, all are going to be functionally active. Thank you.